Hello, welcome to my clinical intern video series. Today's video is on discharging and transferring clients. Many of you wonder what's the proper way to discharging clients or even transferring them. First thing I recommend is for interns to consult with their on-site supervisors on what's their policy and procedures, expectations, and requirements for discharging or transferring. There are of course, some appropriate typical procedures depending on the reason for discharging or transferring. For instance, it can be due to the clinician's limited scope of expertise on a particular presenting problem, or the clients potentially need a different type of service, or that the clinician is planning on leaving the site, which is typically due to finishing their clinical training. In most cases, including either of these aforementioned reasons for discharge or transferring, clinicians would have some time to prepare their clients for a new clinician or even finishing with their service. Though the particulars may look different across these scenarios, I will share some essential tips that should be appropriate when considering any of these recent reasons for discharging or transferring. So first, giving your clients typically 4 sessions notice should be ample time to wrap up some of the work you're doing with them and also help them with addressing any of their current concerns or questions that they may have with being transferred or discharged. Note, discharge is typically based on either the client's wishes or an agreement between the clinician and the client that the client has made perhaps significant progress to discharge accordingly. If you're wondering why not just give the clients 2 weeks sessions, well, for some clients, 2 sessions may seem sudden. They may feel abandoned and not being considered, being left with such short notice, especially if you've been working with them for a while. As for transfer cases, I have found to be helpful for those of you that happen to know who the new clinician will be to recommend co-therapy so the clients can become familiar with the new clinician and vice versa. For discharging, again, this should be because the client is indeed ready and not simply because you're leaving. You would review the progress made based on identified goals, highlight strengths and resources, review perhaps any tools, skills, strategies they have gained, and identify their plan moving forward without therapy and so forth. Now, what about for those of you on the other end? That is that you are the one receiving the transfer clients. Well, first of all, in either of these scenarios, clinicians should always demonstrate professionalism and be responsible for assuring that clients feel safe and respected. So typical questions supervisees have wondered about receiving transferred cases have been, do I review the previous therapist notes? Do I take a blank slate approach? Well, regardless, becoming familiar with the case, whether through the notes or speaking to the previous clinician, that in itself should be considered an absolute truth. The best source should not be considered, an absolute truth. The best source of information is the client himself or herself. The challenge at times clinicians such as yourself may face is clients may be resistant, if you even believe in that. And so because they have to start all over, they may feel like, oh, I got to retell my story. So reframing the circumstances as an opportunity to reassess where the clients are with regards to reaching their goals and determining where they hope to be can help open the dialogue to what's been helpful or hasn't, to make some adjustments accordingly as you develop a therapeutic alliance in building trust. So in summary, check with your internship site what's their policy and procedures. Make sure you give clients ample time to adjust to the idea of transferring or discharging. Make sure you are adhering to the code of ethics. provide clients with necessary insights to help put them at ease with upcoming changes to their services. Consider your client's level of vulnerability, of course. Consider your client's culture and diversity implications. Consider strengths, resources, and safety of the client. So those are the main ones. So I want to thank you for watching today, and I hope that this has been insightful in some way. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, to stay tuned for more beneficial videos. So I hope to see you soon. Take